Hi, welcome to Simply Scrapping. Today I am playing along with the girls from the lands down under. We are a group of Australian and New Zealand scrapbookers who get together each week and do layouts on a common theme. During the month of August, we are doing snow/winter. I haven't actually played yet in August. This is my first time, and I've buried my photo. Hang on a minute. Oh my goodness, where is it? Oh, it's all around here. Oh, I had everything arranged so nicely. Alright, so this is my photo. It is of me building a snowman on the side of the road in Tasmania. Pretty sure this was late 1800s. Oh my gosh, no. Late 1980s, early 1990s, or somewhere around there. My parents and I and two cousins who I was quite close to who lived next door hired a huge motorhome, and we toured Tasmania for a few weeks, and it was in winter, and it snowed on, I don't know where this was, somewhere probably around Mount Wellington, and none of us, well, Mum and Dad had, but me and my two cousins had never seen snow before, so we begged Dad to find somewhere on this small country mountainous road in this massive motorhome, pull up on the side somewhere so that we could build a snowman. He managed to do it. Luckily there was not much traffic, so it was all okay. And yeah, people driving past thought we were probably loonies because there's like next to no snow here. It's not very thick, and we are three of us out there building snowmen. So that's the only snow photo I have, because that's the only time I've ever been in snow. So that's what you get living in a hot country like Australia. So there we go. That's the photo I am scrapping. And I'm actually going to scrap lift this layout. This is one page of a double that Erin from Creative Concepts with Erin. I'll have her channel linked below. She used to be a close to my heart consultant and has moved across to Stampin' Up. She's in the States, I think, and I'm not sure if she's in the States or Canada, one or the other. And I just love her style. So I have saw this layout and went, well, that's quite nice. I'm going to scrap lift this layout today. Now, I have some things already picked out. My embellishments are a mix of elements from the new Joyful Images Ephemera pack, which is coming up in the mini catalogue starting in September. And then I also have some die-cut snowflakes from just white cardstock and also blue, what's it called? Balmy blue Glimmer paper, which I'm pretty sure is retired, but I will have it linked below. Or not linked, I'll have it listed below with its number in case you want to find it on the secondary market. The papers I'm using, let me take a step back. The snowflakes I've cut out using the retired stitched snowflakes dies, and again, if you want them on the secondary market, I'll have them listed with their number below. The papers I'm using are a mix of some from this range and just some scraps that I had in my stash. So this also is retired Storybook Gnomes designer series paper. Again, I'll have that listed below. Right, so they're the papers. So these two are from that Gnomes collection, and the rest that I have here are scraps from my scrap bags and just plain cardstock, white, and a couple of different shades of blue, and some strips. This is from an old designer series paper, and this is a information strip. I can't remember the proper name, what they're called anyway. From a 3 Bugs in a Rug collection. And I think that was Animal Stackers. I think that was like a baby range. But anyway, I liked the blue and the green there to bring in a bit of the green from the trees with all this blue. Right, now I also have a couple of stamp sets here that I might use for extra embellishments. because these die cuts have like pine and fir trees in them, I thought that this stamp set, the decorative trees, I could stamp and die cut this tree out for extra embellishments if I need it. And that has the matching die set, and these are coming in the mini catalogue starting September. And then I also have the old Snowflake Wishes stamp set, which I thought if I needed to stamp some snowflakes in the background or something, then this has a great variety from big down to teeny weeny snowflakes. So that's Snowflake Wishes. I may stamp that, I may not. Oh, my heading. I have these chip stickers that are in a really pale blue, but it blends well with what I'm doing here. The only thing is, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, what is with this yawning every time I record? Gosh, I'm sorry. All right, so my heading's just going to be snow. Quite simple. Except there's no W. There were 2 W's. They've both been used. So I'm just going to combine the 2 V's, and hopefully that will give me a semi-decent W. So that's the plan. We will see how we go. Oh, I can't get them back in there. Let's just pop them to the side. I'm going to keep Erin's inspiration over here. Just going to lift my mat. Oh my gosh, which is heavy and sticks well. Pop that under there so that I can refer to it. Base page is going to be white. And then she has this quite large piece of paper over here. Now I just noticed that she has actually backed hers with a wood grain paper, because that goes with her theme. So I do have several blues here, and I'm thinking I might use the darker one, because these two I might want for mounting the photo as well as this panel down here. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just border it all. Oops, there's another bit of scrap. Border it all with the blue, which means I'm going to take, I don't know how much blue do I want. I might just take 1/4 inch off. I don't want it too big. Let me see. Alright, I'll start with 1/4 inch off the white, and then we will see how that looks. So just 1/4 inch off 2 sides. That looks really little, but we'll see how we go. And it looks like I need a new blade shortly. Is that, I think that's enough, because there's going to be quite a lot on this page, so it just gives it a little bit of an edge. So now, because I don't have much of this colour, this is the only sheet I have of this cardstock, and I don't have many of this sort of blue, I am going to gut it. Now I can't find the 1 inch mark on my, sorry about the dog. The neighbours are doing something in their backyard, and any noise that he can't identify, he has to bark to alert us. So it's only doing his job, but it can get annoying sometimes. And he's a smaller breed, which apparently we didn't know, but apparently they're quite a yappy type dog. They're the sort of things, first dog owners, you know, they're the sort of things you don't think of to research or find out about before you commit. Right, so we just have now a thin blue border, and I'm going to glue it as I go. So using liquid glue so that I can get this around, move it around if it's wrong, out of alignment or whatever. Right, see how we go. Not even, because that is wee small over here. I don't know if I can change that now. There we go. Oh. Alright, that is how it's going to be. That is good enough for me. Right, so the paper down here, I'm going to use, where'd it go? This Snowflake one, because it's a very busy paper. So, right, so I need to trim. So yeah, I don't want a lot of it. So let me see. Oh, why don't the numbers look? All right, so I'm trying to work out maybe 7.5. Yeah, maybe 7.5. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and I need to trim the 1/4 inch off. Okay, so I'm not going to glue that yet. I don't want to commit to it being that wide yet. Right, now she had another bit down here which I'm not going to do yet because I want to do, this is, that piece there is going to be this. So I think I probably need to mount the photo so I can get this the right size. So I want white, which I don't know if I have a big enough piece in my scraps. Let's fingers crossed I do. Right, if I trim the, oh look at that, that's perfect. Alright, so I make it a little bit of a wider border, and I don't have to trim the top and bottom. I can just trim the side. Alright, and then I want to put it on a lighter blue and then a darker blue. So I am going to have to work out what I want where, so I know what I've got. So I was thinking this for under here, either that for under there to go down here. Now I know it's not long enough, but it's okay. I can cover the join. Or do I use this one? That's a little bit dull. I don't know if I have enough of that to... Alright, if I frame the photo in this, I'm not going to have enough to do, so that's not going to work. So let's frame the photo in this. It doesn't matter if it's different. Let's commit to this down here. So I think I probably want that at maybe 4. See how wide it is. Okay, it's 8. Perfect. So if I chop it at 4, then I can put it here. Oh my goodness. There. You know what? might, if I can, I'll chop that actually across there, because there's going to be a band of blue down here go across there. So let's commit to, what's on the other side of this? Oh no, we don't want red mushrooms. No, that's too small now, isn't it? Bother. Right, let's commit to this for our next band. But those corners are a little bit, how you going? They've been, oh no. They've been bashed around because this is old paper that I've had in my stash for yonks. And then also, it's been in my scrap bag for a while. Right. Now let's measure how wide that is. So roughly that's there. Okay, so that looks too wide. I'm just trying to work out where. Black line. Okay, the black line works great. Oh my goodness, just busted a nail. Did you see that? Oh, wow, that's really thin paper. And it has torn and I got an injury. Oh wow, that's bad. Oi, oi, oi. Need to go slower then maybe, because oh my gosh, look at that. That is bad. I don't want to rough it up, so I'm just going to have to try and, right. How do I disguise that now? A chewed corner. I'm going to have to put an embellishment or something there. Oh gosh. Right, and then what was I putting it on? This one. I think. It just means the one underneath is going to be a different, slightly different blue, but it's okay. Oh, look at that. Alright, so we want quite a wide band of this one. And I know in the photo I have pinks on, pink, purples and green. There's going to be no pink and purple on this layout, so I used to always try and match everything in the photo to the embellishments or the paper, but it doesn't make sense to have pink and purple on a snowman layout to me. Alright, so here we go. How wide do we have this? No, that's not going to work. Hang on a minute. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? It's around half an inch, isn't it? Let's eyeball it. Something's not straight, but anyway. Oh, look, that's okay. Perfect. Alright, so there is our photo matted. And now I am thinking, oh, that's going to worry me, all that roughness there. I'm thinking I want to mat that on white, just a really thin white now. On that to make it stand out on that. So let me just grab some white. And I just want a really thin border of white. Okay, there we go. Now to work out how big we want this, right. So that would be, I think, 10. Let's do 10 by 7.5. Okay, happy with how that looks. Right, let's put this back in place. And then that's doesn't have that much of a border. Mine's probably a bit bigger, that mat, but it doesn't matter. Now we're going to chop this bit off and have it down here, and we're going to put a band across there. Now this is where that is not long enough, because that would work great. Or do I do this in, could I do this in half? You're going to see the join, but doesn't matter really, because I don't really want to chop into another piece of paper. So if I just use that and a little bit of this, now I've got to make sure the lines are going the right way, and they're not going to be. Yes, they are, so I go to that. Let's do that. Alright, so this is, what, 2 inches. So I need a 2-inch strip of this. Is that right? Yes. Sometimes when it comes to things that I have to use my brain in a maths-like capacity, my brain goes numb, and I blame it on my Year 6 primary school teacher, because she always, when we had maths homework over the weekend, or whenever it was, the next day she would make someone come up to the board and work out the maths homework on the board in front of everyone. And I used to freeze whenever she pulled me up, and she thought she was doing the right thing by helping me and making me do it, and I seemed to get picked a lot. And I just froze, and then my brain went into meltdown with numbers. And even now to this day, if it's something to do with numbers, I will turn off, because it's something in my brain that goes, nope, you're no good at numbers, so let's just not do it. Yeah. Right, so I think I'm going to audition these strips. Which one do I want? It's going to go on top of this blue one here. We either do that one, you're not going to see a lot of it, that one, or this one. All right, and I'll let them sit there while I do the rest of the embellishments. So we have, I'm actually going to modify where the embellishments are so I can cover this. So Erin has her embellishments on this piece. Hers is more square than oblong. I think she's got more of a smaller photo, not as wide as mine. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a scrapbook is like a jumping off point, like a sketch. You change it to suit yourself. So if I put my trees there, I'm going to cover up that join. And then I wanted trees here with my snow heading in the middle. I think is quite cool. And then it's just working out the rest of the embellishments, bearing in mind I do need to put something here. So then it would probably be Mr. Snowman there with some snowflakes. I'm happy with that. And I think, which one do I want? That one or that one? That one's pulling in brown, which I don't have, except if I use this embellishment, it has a brown. So out of that embellishment pack, I picked the things that weren't necessarily screaming Christmas. They were winter. So you've got a cottage with trees and snow is winter, not necessarily just Christmas. You've got the skates, which are winter. The trees are winter. And snowflakes are winter. So I purposely didn't pick anything that was Christmas, like with a obvious Christmas, what are they called? Icons. Right, I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to go the green because I don't want to bring in the brown. I may not even use that, so if I don't use it, then I've got brown on there. I don't want to introduce that. Okay, right, I'm going for the green strip. Now, I've got to try and remember where I've got everything now. Okay, now we get to do the fun stuff. So we're going to put our trees here to cover our seam. You're not going to see much of this border, this strip in the end. I'm going to cover a lot of it. We're putting a snowman here. And that's as far as I know that I'm doing. And our snow here. I'm going to commit to this. Let's put these down. So if you haven't caught Angel's any of Erin's videos, then make sure you do and subscribe to her channel because she does some awesome layouts and she explains everything beautifully. She's much more organized than me. And I love that the Close to My Heart consultants have, or some have come across to Stampin' Up because I wanted, well not just me, but lots of people have wanted Stampin' Up to get back into the scrapping side of things, and apparently they were, and they were developing their own scrapping line. We've only been asking for it for like 10 years, and I think now with the Close to My Heart people coming across, then they'll develop it even more. Like, I'm not convinced it would have been a permanent thing if the Close to My Heart people hadn't come across. So I'm ever so grateful that they are joining Stampin' Up. Purely for selfish reasons, so I can get more scrapping stuff. Now, I don't know if I need a tag or something to put that on. It's getting lost on the trees. So I do have, this was left over from another layout. It could be too big. Maybe. I don't know if you're going to see the snow on there, but I've just had a really, it's not wide enough. Oh, no. Okay. I have to rethink that. Because what I was thinking is I could stamp those snowflakes onto that and have the title on top of it would look cool. I actually really like that. Oh, we use just a stay. Come on. Yeah, but see, snob. We could have snob, but no, I want snow. It's going to look a little strange, that W. Very big, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to have to change titles. Let me go back. Let me go away and find something for here. Okay, so I've cut out 2 things here that I could use to replace this one. This is just a little bit bigger, and that's the Scalloped Contours dies. Or I also cut out this one. So I'm not really sure. I do like the scallops on that. I don't know about this one. And this is from, I don't know, because I've taken the information out. And they don't have a number on them. Hopefully I will still be able to find information on them and have that listed below. They are retired, so I'm not sure this is the right look for the page. Oops. I don't know whether I want that one or I want this one. Oh my gosh, my plates must be dirty. That one, this one's looks a bit big. That's not quite as much footprint. Might go with that one. Right, so what I'm going to do though is stamp. So these have no sticky left on them. It's not, oh hang on, they might have a thing on them, do they? Oh, they do. I never know with old ones. Right, I am going to stamp some snowflakes on this. Now, it's just a matter of placing our embellishments. So I know I want some snowflakes around. I wanted to try and use the skates. Erin's got her embellishments over here on the top right, but because I have to cover up my, sorry, on the top left, because I have to cover up my boo-boo here, I need to have my embellishments here and over here. So I'm going to do the skates because how often and I'm going to get to use them. And a bow on top of the skates. Let me just move these stamps out of the way. Right, so I might trim the top of that because I'm going to put the bow on top there. Let me trim that off because we don't have skating rinks really over here like in the States. And that just looks, you just trim the top of the drop around the skates, I think, around the top. Okay, so now it looks like it was die cut. And I can put a bow. I really need it on something, don't I? What if I did a snowflake? Something like that. You can still see the skates. I want to tilt them actually a little bit. Okay, and then maybe a small blue one. Sparkle. We can never have too much sparkle. Something like that. Or do I put that up there so you can see it more on the white? I think that looks better up there. I don't know, something like that. Alright, and I know I want some snowflakes down here. Oh wait, there's two. No, stop it. And then we need around our snowman. I don't know if I want to use that. No, I don't think so. And I don't want to use these. They're not quite the right colour. So I guess Mr. Snowman just gets some snowflakes around him. Smaller one. And then a sparkly one. And maybe some up here. I have another sparkly one here. There we go, something like that. Quite simple. Right, let's put our skates on. Let's get our skates on. I'm actually going to, no. I was going to dimensionalize them, but I don't think I will. Draw them over the photo a little bit. Now let me work out the placement of these better before I put the bow back on. Not 100% happy with that bow placement, but it is what it is. Oh, I was going to stamp some trees. Oh, I'm silly. Silly. Actually, if I have that coming over there a little bit, maybe. Yes, I was going to, oh yes, it's not too late. I'll see how big that tree is. Not 100% happy with that. Right, where's this tree stamp? And how big is this tree? It may be too big to fit down there. So I don't want to overwhelm everything else on here. I could do a little one, but then I wanted more of the pine tree. Yeah, I don't know. Is it going to be too big? If I could get it, I could tuck it under, couldn't I? Oh, there's a go. Right, let me stamp and cut one of them out. I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut out the two fir trees. I think that's what they are. And I just want to tuck one under there. And one maybe over here. Or do I put that there? And then put the snowman. No, I like the snowman there. And then maybe he can be in front of the tree. Beside the tree. It's a little bit better. It's up a bit high. Very big snowman, gigantic snowman. And then I can put a snowflake or two down here. Alright, that's going to have to go underneath. I think that looks better. Maybe this one. That looks better. And then we can have these two up here maybe. That's too much. I don't know about that. I like this up here. I think I like that up there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe need another snowflake up here. Has to be a white one. I've got no more. Oh no, I've got one more. Blingy bling. Can never have too much blingy bling. That's what I reckon. Now that's 5 things in that cluster. 6 things in that cluster. That's quite big, isn't it? I want that to extend up. But then is my tree now to do I use a white one? I like the bling. There we go. Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Oh dear. All right, let's just put this on. I'm going to commit to it. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'll be here all day to a month of Sundays trying to get this right if I don't just stick things down. All right. Now for our tree. He is going to sit there, and I will get some bling to fill up that dead space there. I want to add another. Is that too many? Probably. You're probably screaming at me. That's too many. 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's 6 things in there. That's worrying me. I like a uneven number. But now I've just added another one, so that's uneven again. I mean, that's even again now. Yeah, but I think it needs those extra white ones because it's sort of, yeah. In my mind it works. And it's probably too much. And why is my glue not coming out? There's quite a big cluster up there. Oh dear. Well, if I tuck this under, it's not gonna look as big. Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear those noises. My family are so loud sometimes. My goodness me. Right, I'm going to stick our label down for our heading. Just in the middle because I know I'm going to tuck things under there. So I've got that centered in the middle of that. I think that looks pretty good. Right. Let's have a little bit of stick. So I don't think they're too bad. Hopefully they all fit now that I've stuck that down. Is that down a bit low? Oh, where's my tea ruler? I've buried it. Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, wait, here it is. I will later, once I've finished recording, take these letters off and stick them on with glue because these don't feel that sticky. They have a bit of stick, but they're not that sticky. So, right, snow. I know it's a funny W, but it's a W and it's going to work. Right, we want our sparkly snowflake. Okay. Oh gosh, now I've got glue all over my fingers. Right, now we're going to put a blue sparkly up this side. Tuck that under there. Oh, let's just get glue on more fingers, shall we? I did only put glue down the middle of that snowman so that I can tuck the tree under him. And we want I don't want that one coming out of his head. Possibly just one under there. Okay, so I want this one, I think, under him a little bit. And there we go. That's good there. Alright, and then just these two, and I think I just done that cluster is way too big now I'm looking at it, but anyway. On top, underneath. Okay, so now I need to go and find some bling. That is it. That is my layout complete. And again, if you haven't seen Erin's work, I'll have her channel linked below because she's such an inspiration and I love what she does. And this is a scrap lift of one of her layouts and I really like how it came out. Also, there'll be a playlist below for the girls who are playing along with the girls from the lands down under. So make sure you check out their videos, give them some love, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully you'll be inspired. So if you have enjoyed this layout, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.